America has had a high reputation as a superpower since World War II. This country dominates the world by having a large army capacity and a sophisticated combat fleet. Even so, history records that America does not always win. One of the moments when America was made to look like a loser was the Vietnam War. This war started in 1955 under President John F. Kennedy and Lyndon B. Johnson. America declared war on North Vietnam, which was supported by the Soviet Union and China for fear that a wave of communism would spread in Southeast Asia. Unfortunately, this decision turned out badly and the Vietnam War became one of the worst wars in American history. The Viet Cong troops were extraordinary and capable of humiliating America. To see the actions of the Viet Cong troops during the Vietnam War, see the following full review. The Viet Cong troops had intelligence in strategizing and implementing tactics that led to injuring the enemy, not killing. This tactic was very effective, as one injured soldier would render the other 3 soldiers unable to function properly. This strategy was brilliant and gave America a hard time. Several Viet Cong seniors and commanders were inspired by the tactics employed by the Indonesian army during the post-independence war. The Viet Cong troops were very skilled in exploiting the geography of the terrain. They had excellent skills in managing guerrilla strategy. They built underground passages which were very difficult for enemy troops to enter, because the Viet Cong troops were smaller in size and were able to enter these passages. In taking advantage of the geography of the terrain, the Viet Cong not only made narrow underground passages, but also equipped them with various devices, such as traps, which were very dangerous. Thus, the American troops are very difficult to enter. Viet Cong troops have very strong resistance in combat. While hiding in underground tunnels, the American soldiers sent several dogs to infiltrate, but the dogs always returned to their masters because the Viet Cong sprinkled the dogs with a spice that interfered with the dogs sniffing. After this attempt failed, the Americans then implemented a strategy of pumping millions of gallons of water from the Mekong River to drown the Viet Cong troops, but the underground passage has 3 levels so that the water flowing is at the lowest level and instead connects to the branches of the Mekong River. Another unique fact: the water actually makes the air in the hot underground passages cooler. Because previous attacks were unsuccessful, the Americans dumped thousands of venomous snakes and scorpions into the underground tunnels in the belief that the animals would kill many of the guerrillas. However, the American troops laughed loudly because they believed their enemies would be bitten by snakes or scorpions, but who would have thought that the snakes and scorpions would actually become food for those who were starving in the underground passages. The Viet Cong troops had strong mental strength and adaptability. They are good at pretending to be locals and can easily blend in when the chase comes. They are also highly educated in surviving in a jungle environment filled with threats such as leeches, malaria, and attack by wild animals. The opposite was true for the United States soldiers, who were younger and less experienced in the war, and they were deeply frustrated that the war was progressing without progress. After the war, approximately 58,000 United States troops were killed, 1,000 were missing, and 150,000 were injured. Not to mention the soldiers who experienced mental disorders after being detained and tortured by Viet Cong troops. Thank you for watching this video and learning about the strategy of the Viet Cong army in winning the Vietnam War. The success of the Viet Cong in defeating American forces is proof that with a shrewd strategy and determination, we can overcome even the most powerful enemy. See you in the next video. Bye.